Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about illustration rares, and today's video sponsor is the Collector app. I'll leave some more information halfway through the video, and there's also a link in the description. So, illustration rares. I've got some opinions on illustration rares, and look, whenever I do an opinion piece, which is fine because everyone's welcome to an opinion, of course, I get differing opinions and some people that agree with me. Look, I think long-term illustration rares are going to be fantastic. I think what they've done for the Pokemon card world, the artwork is also absolutely fantastic. I don't think anyone can dispute that illustration rares look phenomenal. The artists, the artwork, the level they've taken Pokemon cards to, and the detail they're putting into them is absolutely phenomenal. However, I also think that some of them, particularly short term, have been pumped to the absolute moon. And whether that's because people have intentionally done it in terms of a buyout, or whether that's because maybe someone's made a big purchase, 20 or 30 of them, and that's driven the price up a little bit and caused a little bit of FOMO around it, and then just other singular people have jumped on board and purchased them and therefore pushed the price up even higher and made it look like buyouts. Either way, I think some of them have pushed to some unreasonable places, and short term will probably come back down to earth a little bit. However, there are also some very fan favorite Pokemon with some fantastic artworks that in my opinion will well and truly stand the test of time, and in fact probably still have some more growth to go. It's just those short-term unpopular Pokemon that, I don't know, just be careful of those is my wording around that. So I'm going to give you my top 20 illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet base right through to Surging Sparks, because of course Prismatic Evolutions doesn't have any illustration rares. It's got a bunch of special illustration rares but no illustration rares. So we're going to go right from base through to Surging Sparks. I've picked my top 20 illustration rares from the whole Scarlet and Violet era. I'll give a slight bit of detail around each of them and we'll count down from 20 through to 1. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite illustration rare? This isn't including special illustration rares, of course, just illustration rares. And like I said, illustration rares have done a fantastic job. The artists, Pokemon Company International, the direction they're pushing with these, I think is a new flavor and a good flavor for Pokemon. Let's start off with my number 20. And look, this one is one that definitely falls into that category that I was talking about before, and that's Drowsy from Scarlet and Violet base. That comes in at number 20 for me. I think this set the tone for this new art style in Scarlet and Violet base. You know, this card coupled maybe with the Slowpoke from Scarlet and Violet base, and among other illustration rares from Scarlet and Violet base, but this really seems to be that standout illustration rare. And the whole idea behind an illustration rare is to give that, and I'm not very good at describing art, but it's to give that arty vibe with Pokemon maybe, you know, surrounded by people, maybe in their natural environment. It's to give that artistic vibe behind the Pokemon card. And I think this one definitely took that artistic vibe to the next level. And I think it deserves to be in the top 20 for me. It ranks in at number 20 there, Scarlet and Violet base. Number 19. I just like the artwork on this one. I think it's cool. It's from Paradox Rift. It's Toedscruel. And look, it's not the world's most favorite Pokemon, but the artwork on this, how it's like they're advancing through the water, and you feel like there's a further army behind these Toedscruels. And I like the depth the artist has created in this. I think it's a really nice looking Pokemon card. And for me, it ranks in at number 19. Number 18, it's the Sleeping Raichu from Paldea Evolved. This is just a good looking Pokemon card. You know, Raichu just sort of, you know, floating there in the air or about to head off to sleep or is off to sleep. Talking about, you know, including Pokemon in their natural environment or even in the human environment. There's no better example of that than this card. I think this card is a really good looking Pokemon card and one that deserves the price that it's at. This is definitely one. This isn't one of those ones, yes, it's gone up in price, but it doesn't feel pumped up like it's a buyout. It just feels like that's Raichu, it's the evolution of Pikachu, the mascot of the whole hobby, and it deserves the price that it's at. Number 17 is Tauros, also from Paldea Evolved. This was actually the first illustration rare I ever pulled from the whole Scarlet and Violet era, so it's a little bit sentimental, but I also think it's got phenomenal artwork. How the sun's rising in the background behind Tauros. I didn't open a heap of base set Scarlet and Violet because I was still opening, Crown Zenith and Silver Tempest and Lost Origin, etc. And I really didn't open much at all. So I really started getting into opening Paldea Evolved, and this was the first illustration rare I ever pulled, the Tauros. Number 16 on the list, Young Houndour from Obsidian Flames. I think this is a cute looking Pokemon card, but you can also see there's a bit of Houndoom in there, isn't there? Like, there's a bit of spite behind that face on that Houndour, but a good looking Pokemon card and from Obsidian Flames. Number 15 on the list, from Twilight Masquerade, Chansey. Again, the Pokemon environment. And look, when you think of Pokemon environments, I think number one that comes to the list is the Battleground, and number two that comes on the list for me is the Pokemon Center. And that's where Chansey's depicted here. There's other Pokemon in the background as well, so I think it's a really, really cool Pokemon card. Surging Sparks, number 14, Phoebus. And we all know that, throughout Scarlet and Violet era, they've been linking some cards together. And I really like the way that this Phoebus evolves into Milotic, and the two cards are very closely linked together from Surging Sparks. And I think this has a fantastic artwork. Number 13 on the list, Temporal Forces, Ghastly. I like this card, not only because Ghastly's in it, but secondly because, it shows off that whole evolution line. There's Haunter in there, there's a Gengar sneaking around in the background. This is a really, really good looking Pokemon card. And it's got that OG Ghost Trio in there, doesn't it? And these guys always command a good price. And this card itself commands a good price. And this is probably the best example of those buyouts that I was talking about. This card went hot early. And look what's happened. It's retracted a bit. Yes, it's regained some ground, but it's not back to where it was. And that's what can happen when you jump on this train of buying cards at the very peak after they've been bought out. They can come back down to earth. Number 12 on the list, Palafin from Paldean Fates. This is just one mean looking fish. And man, has he been getting some time in the sun during Scarlet and Violet era, hasn't he? Or she, he and she. It's, how many illustration rares has it had now? It had one in... What else did it have one in? Was it in Paldea Evolved? Or Base? Or Obsidian Flames? One of the three. It's also in Prismatic Evolutions as a special illustration rare. It's been getting plenty of full art EX cards. Palafin seems to be the flavour of the month when it comes to Scarlet and Violet, doesn't it? Number 11 on the list, Tyranitar from Paldea Evolved. This definitely has that Godzilla vibe about it and is worth a pretty penny. I think this card's up to, what is it now, 60 or 70 US dollars, thereabouts. So it's not a cheap illustration rare. It's one of the more expensive ones on my list of 20. Quick little interval break before we go into the top 10. Collector app, of course, like I said at the start of the video, is the sponsor of this video. I'll leave a link in the description to download it. If you do have it, please update it. If you don't have it, I urge you to download. It's a great app for storing all your singles and sealed Pokemon card collection and investing. And investment. From an investing standpoint, if you are an investor in the Pokemon TCG like myself, particularly a sealed one, I can log all my sealed products. It's given me daily price updates from TCG Player among other sources. It's given me total gains for the week, the month, the quarter. Gives me total profit that I've made across my whole inventory. It's such an easy app to use for both collectors and investors alike. So I urge you to jump on board that one. Number 10 on the list, the Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown. It's the only Stellar Crown card on this list. And personally, I prefer the Bulbasaur over the Squirtle. Everyone's different. I love this artwork. And I also find it cool how they've included Pidgey in all the three starter trios illustration rares. So we have that Charmander from Obsidian Flames Elite Trainer box, we've got the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur coming into light in Stellar Crown. Number 9 on the list, Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. I was a massive fan of the Ninetales from base set. It is a card that I had in my collection as a kid, and this one just it shows that sort of epicness of Ninetales, doesn't it? Ninetales almost feels like it's got that sort of legendary vibe to it as a Pokemon, but I know it's not, of course, but this card certainly showcases that. So that's number 9 on the list. Number 8 on the list for me, Metagross. Used to love getting this card back in the day on the Game Boy card. This Pokemon back on the Game Boy Advance. He used to kick a bit of butt on that, didn't he? From Temporal Forces. Beautiful artwork in the snow there. feels like he's at work helping out or whatever's going on there. Number 7 on the list, Eevee from Twilight Masquerade. This is just a cute Pokemon card. And look, Evolutions, or the Evolution lineup, including Eevee, we all know how strong they are for Pokemon card sets, and it's been shown extremely strongly throughout Prismatic Evolutions and Evolving Skies, and any set that seems to have Evolutions inside there. And this is the man, isn't it? This is what they all come from. So Eevee in there, Twilight Masquerade. Number 6 on the list from Surging Sparks, the Latios. Now, of course, the Latios gets the special illustration rare. A bit of a strange choice, in my opinion, to have one as an illustration rare and one as a special illustration rare. Personally, I think because they're sort of legendaries, they both deserve that special illustration rare spot. But love this artwork. Love how the artwork for the 2 cards joins up together through Surging Sparks. Number 5 on the list from Paradox Rift, the Groudon. Again, this is giving those Godzilla-like vibes, but it also shows that legendary status of Groudon in his natural environment where, you know, the lava, the volcanoes, it's just speaks true to the Pokemon in my opinion. Number 4 on the list, and the only one I've got on here from 151, and that is the Dragonair. This is such a good looking Pokemon card. And I talk about the Pokemon Company International missing tricks from time to time when it comes to sets. Man, I think they missed a trick not having this evolve into a Dragonite special illustration rare from 151. What a banger of a card that would be. The last nice Dragonite card we had was, of course, from Evolving Skies in that that alternate art card. But Dragonair, 151, beautiful looking card, and the only one from 151 on the list. Number 3 is Persian from Shrouded Fable. This is a cool looking card, and with the Team Rocket set around the corner, we can see it's been doing some crazy things, up 300%, 400%, however much it's up. Look, I think this is one that sort of deserves it. Like, I don't know if it's I don't know how high it got during the height, whether it's got to $50 or 60 US dollars. I think it at least deserves to be like a $40 US card. It's a nice looking Pokemon card and gives that real dark vibe that Persian gives off. The top 2, we've only got 2 to go. What will they be? Again, let me know your number 1 down below. Number 2 on the list for me, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know how much I love this Pokemon card, and that is Steelix from Paradox Rift. Helping out on the construction site there, the big fella. This is a really cool looking Pokemon card, and it's been a favorite of mine for a long time. Number 1, drum roll please, and it probably comes as no surprise. It's the most expensive illustration rare money can buy from the Scarlet and Violet era, and that is none other than Paldea Evolves Magikarp. This deserves it. It just does. Shinji Kanda, hats off. Another brilliant artwork to go with other brilliant artworks you've done, including the Magneton from the Surging Sparks Elite Trainer Box promo, including, of course, the very famous Giratina from Lost Origin during Sword and Shield era. This is just hats off. The colours are right, the effects are right, your art style's right. Just tick, tick, tick for me. And it deserves the price it gets. And keep in mind with illustration rares, you know, during Paldea Evolved, this card has a pull rate of like 1 in 600 packs. It's not an easy card to pull. So don't be thinking that these illustration rares are easy cards to get, especially from those sets that have a high amount of illustration rares in there. And the other side to the coin with this card, of course, is it's a very difficult card to grade. It's grading at like 22% into a PSA 10. So you literally nearly need 5 of them and mint copies pulled straight from booster packs to even have a chance of getting a 10 in one of these. This is a brilliant Pokemon card, and in my opinion, it deserves number 1. Well, there you go. There's my top 20. What a brilliant era we're seeing so far with Scarlet and Violet, and illustration rares are just, you know, the cream on the top at the moment. I'm Michael. This is PokeOz. Catch everyone next time.